Hello class, my name is Eric Mitchell and my brief is going to be on human errors and aviation mishaps. Um, the threat is out there. I mean it's relevant, it's in the workplace, whether it be faulty maintenance, pilot error, poorly manufactured aircraft parts. We as humans are our own worst enemy when it comes to aviation mishaps. And if we could just reduce that number by 50%, then the accidents would drastically go down, because statistically it's been proven that humans, we are our own worst enemy when it comes to aviation mishaps. Normally, if this was in a classroom environment or whatever, I'd have a slide deck and you would all be able to follow along. But so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read you my agenda and then go into my actual presentation. What I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to define human error. I'm going to touch on some contributors and what we can do to prevent that, some preventive measures. I'm going to discuss one aircraft mishap that I personally know of. It was in my battalion 2 years ago in Afghanistan. So it's not my battalion, but our sister battalion, but it's something I am aware of, I'm familiar with. And I will also, my conclusion. So, definition of human error is used in recognition of the fact that most aviation accidents do involve human error at some point. These errors, or unsafe acts, tend to be just one link in a chain of events. Right. Some contributors is your social environment. Human behavior is influenced by our social environment. Examples are management practices, training, morale, and social norms. If the training, everyone does training, whether you're in the military or civilian sector, everyone needs training. If the training isn't up to par, then that person's maintenance or flying capabilities or what have you might not be up to par. Some more contributors. Necessary equipment is not provided. Poorly manufactured parts. Lack of qualified leadership. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. Being in a hurry, fatigue. How often have we been on a job and we're tired, we've been up all night? Our maintenance won't be the same. Some preventive measures, what we can do to help prevent this very relevant threat is reinforce the training and standards. If you got a fighter management program, ensure they get their crew rest, not just aviators, but also the maintainers. Everyone needs their rest. Have an established FOD program. Engage leadership. The leadership needs to be on the floor instead of hiding in their office behind a desk. Now, the one mishap I was going to talk to you about it was in Afghanistan in 2011. It was after a combined exercise. It wasn't an exercise, it was an actual mission. And once they returned, the ground crew wanted a RTT, return to target. And all that is the aircraft going nose up, banking hard left to right, coming down, and then just skimming across the ground. It's more to it than that, but given time constraints, and it's just used to boost morale. But given the high elevation of where they were at, they didn't have enough lift, enough air to provide the lift, and so they just came crashing down. It completely destroyed the aircraft, severely injured the front seater. This was in a 64 Apache. Severely injured the front seater, and the back seater pretty much walked away. But you can get on Google and Google H-64 Afghanistan crash, and it'll come up. So in conclusion, bottom line across not only the Army but civilian sector is we continue to see issues of overconfidence and complacency, inadequate mission planning, aircrew coordination errors, and general assumption of low risk during mission planning and execution. In human factors language, we are seeing acts of omission, specifically omission involving indiscipline and lack of adherence to standards. So that concludes my brief. If there's any questions? No? Okay, thank you.